guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. In today's video we are doing something slightly different from the usual, and we're actually going to be doing a shop tour of one of my local Maidenhead Aquatics. Now, I've actually never been to this shop before, but I've been invited to go and check it out. Apparently it's really nice and a very nicely done store. So I'm gonna head to the car now, we're gonna hit the road and let's check out this Maidenhead Aquatics.
A few moments later.
We've just made it to Maidenhead Aquatics Farnham, and as you can see, I'm just outside in the pond section. It's a little bit windy, so apologies for the noise, but we're going to head back inside and we're going to do a full walk around tour of this shop and show you what they've got to offer. So I'm going to start off with the pond fish as we are outside, so I'll flip the camera around and let's check out some fish. As you can see, we are now at the pond section. So we've mostly got goldfish out here. It's getting really cold in the year, so a lot of these fish are starting to go into hibernation. Now I'm going to try and keep the camera as smooth as possible because I know some of the Thailand videos were a bit jittery and the camera was moving around quite a lot, so I do apologize about that. So I'm going to try and keep it as smooth as possible. You can see we've got a selection of koi here, and I'll also show the prices of them as well, just for you guys at home if you do want to come to this store. And then we got some bigger ones towards the end. Now these are, I believe, £125 each. Quite a nice selection. And then obviously they got pond plants, but as I said, we are coming to the end of the year, so they don't have a massive selection at the moment. I'm sure next year they'll start to get more in. So we're going to head into the shop. I'm going to try and keep out the way of as many customers as possible. They've got an absolutely amazing display tank there, but I'll show that towards the end. So you'll be able to see they've got loads of dry goods in the shop. Loads of different foods, pumps, equipment. I'm probably going to focus more on the fish in this video. Otherwise it's going to be really long. But if you want to check out any of the dry goods, you're more than welcome to pop into the store. You can also see they got a nice tank showroom, but let's head over to the marine fish first. So I'm not going to be able to show every single tank in the shop, but I'll give you a rough walk around visit. Got a really nice regal angel in this tank here. There's an emperor angel here. Fox face, butterfly fish, really nice Moorish idol here. If there's any fish in the video that you like the look of, but you don't actually know what they're called, you're more than welcome to put in the comments below the timestamp of the video and ask what the species is. Probably going to really focus on some of the unique varieties. They've got a really nice marine betta just tucked up there. Another marine betta in this tank. Scopas tang. Everyone's favourite, the regal tang. Some nice chalk bass here. Don't see those too often. Chromis up the top there. Sailfin tang, coral beauty. So that's this side of the marine fish section. Now we're going to head over to some of the corals. Got loads of Monties, candy canes, nice torch coral here. I haven't got my orange filter lens, so hopefully the colours of the corals come out. This is a really nice black tang. Very nice fish, not one you see very often as well. Lots of frog spawns and hammers. Chalice. Lobos. So we'll head around to the side. We've got mostly freshwater fish here, but I'll show you the rest of the marine section first. Mostly soft corals on this side. You see we got looks like a koi tang in there, which is really nice. Try and zoom in on that guy. Probably not going to pick up too well on camera with the blue lights. Zoa selection, some anemones, and then some chalice corals here. So we've headed out of the marine section, now we are onto the freshwater fish. So this is all of the guppies. They've got a really big selection. These black guppies are pretty cool, and they are $3.50 each, those. These look like endlers. Obviously I can't stop on every single tank, otherwise we'll be here for hours on end. I'm just showing you a brief selection of what they've got. So these are all around 450, 550 each for their mollies and live bearers. They got some platies up the top. Sorry, these are mollies and these guys are platies. Some different red endlers. I've not actually seen these ones before. They're really nice. Try and focus in on those. These guys are 450 each or 3 for £12. They're really, really nice. Make a good fish for a nano system. Heading round onto the opposite side, we've got some rainbow fish up here. Looks like we've got a whiptail catfish. That's really, really nice. More rainbows. Fighting fish look like females, those guys. More rainbow fish up the top. We've got a nice selection of rainbows actually. If you're into your rainbow fish, there's a good selection. We've got some nice blue ones here. And then some gold nugget plecos down in the bottom. Wow, there's so many different rainbow fish. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different tanks of different species of rainbow fish. Massive selection. So I'm probably going to head around the other side of the shop, trying to keep out of all the customers' way and obviously the employees. But as we head round to the back of the shop, so we've just come from the marine section just there, and then we're going to head to the front in just a bit. So we've got a different selection of plants for your tropical planted aquariums. And then we're heading to, I would say this is more of the oddball section, and then we've got more tropicals along there. So in this tank we've got some spotted Congo puffers. These are absolutely awesome. I absolutely love pufferfish. Never actually kept a puffer before. These guys are probably, if you can see next to my hand, they're probably about 2 to 2.5 inches. And then we've got some snakeheads. Now I think, not looking at the label, but these might be rainbow snakeheads. Oh yeah, so these are the rainbow snakehead in this tank. And then it looks like we've got a geophagus up there and some catfish down there. Got some more geos here. Don't actually know what species these ones are. Retriculus, not heard of those ones before. These look like, are they redhead tapayos? No, they are the Suriname earth eater. Okay, so that's these guys in this tank. And then I just missed actually these, they've got some dwarf pike cichlids in here. Really, really nice. Another fish I've never kept, but really, really nice. Now we've got loads and loads of cardinal tetras and neon tetras here. So this is mostly the small fish on this side. We've got rummy nose, x-rays, embers down here. Hopefully the video is quite smooth for you guys to see at home. We've got some really nice pencil fish here. We've got the red pencils, and then we've got the Beckford's pencils next to them. Some phantom tetras. He's quite cool. Raccoon tetra, not heard of these ones actually before. We've got some nice little cories in the bottom. Wow, these pencils are really, really nice. So these are called purple pencil fish. They're $22.50 each. So I'd say these are more of a specialist, rarer, tropical fish. We've got some bleeding hearts up the top, and then some smaller bleeding hearts next to them. A lovely koi betta in this tank. So for those of you who don't know, this is actually being filmed in the end of October, so it's probably actually not going to come out to the end of November, just because I've got a lot of videos queued. So if you do see any of the fish you like, they may not still be available, but you can always give the shop a call if you do see anything you like. Got some really big mascara barbs and some tinfoil barbs in here, so you can see the prices there, because I know when you guys are home like watching these kind of videos, you want to see how much these fish cost, because if it's something you wanted to take home or potentially buy, it's always good to know the prices. Nice clouded archer fish up there. Cherry barbs, longfin cherry barbs. Some more fighter fish. Oh, we're coming onto some angels. So these look like albino angels. You can see they've got the red eyes. And we got some zebras. Wow, this fighter is absolutely lovely. White platinum placat. He is snow white. Got some gouramis here. So probably going to head down this section because they got some fancy goldfish up there, and I know you guys at home will be loving the fancies. Got some bigger mascara barbs down in this sump area. Leopard danios, not seen those before. Unless they aren't. No, they can't be those. They're really, really like striking metallic blue colour. Gold danios here. And now we're coming onto the fancy goldfish, so I'll skip to those. So in the sump we've got some ranchu, aranda, some tricolours, red and whites. And then coming round here we got some more aranda, red caps, some tricolours, ryukins up the top there, and some really cute ranchu. So those ranchu are $10.50 each. There's a few nice ones in there, especially for the price. So that is the fish section. I didn't quite capture all of it, but I got the majority of it. But we're going to head round and actually take a look at the showroom, and there's a few display tanks at the front. There are a few tanks I've just realised I've actually missed that I want to just head back and check out, because there are a few slightly different, unique fish. So there's a few cichlids there that we'll cover, but I don't think I actually covered this sump where we've got some different severums. These look like the green severums, and I think they are species of Distacodus, and there's a pleco, probably a common pleco down there. They're quite unique. I've not seen those in person before, those species of Distacodus. And then before we go and check out the selection of tanks and the display tanks they've got, this is the African cichlid selection. So it looks like we've got probably 10-15 tanks of different African cichlids. Oh, there's actually even more over there. So maybe we're pushing 20 tanks. Loads of different variations. Obviously your standard yellow labs, and you've got your peacocks and your haps. You've got some from Lake Tanganyika. And what else have we got? See if there's any standout. All these are quite nice. The Damasoni, I know these can be quite an aggressive African cichlid. $7.50 each. I don't think that's too bad for an African cichlid. I've seen them vary in shop to shop. Oh, this guy's quite cool. I think that's a species of Tropheus. Oh, we got some albino Congo tetras. Never seen those in person either. This is actually a really big shop, really big store, and it's actually got a really nice selection. Some Synodontis petricola, frontosas, nice small frontosa. Wow, what are those? Golden Congo tetras. I've never ever heard or seen of those. I'll just zoom in because they're on the top row. They're really, really cool looking. Got some severums up there. Some more big fish in the sump. Look like we got a range of cichlids in the sump area. Some more Pictus catfish. Dicrossus filamentosus, those are. Checkerboard cichlids. So yeah, that is all of the fish in their sort of fish house section covered. You can see we're coming back through to the fancy goldfish. Let's head around the front and check out, quick check out of the dry goods, and then we'll have a look at the display tanks. So mostly this side we've got our filters. We've got loads of fluval filters and their own range of Aquamanta and also Awazi. And then on the other side we've got loads of scaping materials. We've got wood, rocks, big selection. Loads of different foods, all the different foods you could ask for. Loads of ornaments, but let's head around now to some of the display systems. Got loads of different tanks. Really big selection. Now let's have a look at these. So this is a sort of riparian vegetation display tank. So apparently it's an aquamarine aquarium. This guy is really, really cool. Absolutely stunning. So looks like we've got a pipefish in there. I think that might be a dragon pipefish. Might be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Or rainbow pipefish maybe. Really like this aquascape they've done with the emergent vegetation. Don't know the emergent plants. I think that plant covering the kessels is actually fake, but it ties in really nicely with the Amazon swords, Java ferns, Vallis that they've got in this aquarium. Looks like, I don't think that's dragonstone. And then we got some more tanks here, and coming to, I would say, the piece de resistance is this stunning Awazi Highline aquarium with this super red violet fusion Asian arowana. Now you can check out the size compared to my hand. I'd say this fish is probably, I'm going to estimate probably around 22 inches. Has a tiny bit of gill curl. Doesn't have any drop eye on this side. I don't think it has any PLG or protruding lower jaw. I think it might have an absolutely tiny bit of drop eye on that side, but otherwise absolutely immaculate. Look at the colour of this fish. And this hasn't got any sort of tanning lights on it. This has just got some standard aquarium lights on this aquarium. So I think this is a 6x2x2. But just check out the colour on him or her. So you can see it's violet fusion, super red. So I think they've had this for about 5 years. Definitely a dream fish of mine to have a super red. Absolutely stunning. Scale perfect, fin perfect. And that is it. So that is our full tour of the Farnham Maidenhead Aquatics. I'm back outside, just finishing off in the pond area because it's nice and quiet out here. There's no customers out here. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now I am going to be picking up a very special fish from this actual shop, but that's not going to be out until the next video. So there's going to be sort of a part 2 to this video. Place your guesses down below on what you think I've bought. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.